Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? Today, I'm going to take a look at Stride token on our lovely Cosmos. So firstly then, I'm going to look at their media following. Secondly, Wen Airdrop, bro. Details of their bloody airdrop. Thirdly, details of their tokenomics. We need to see what they're doing and why. Next, we're going to have a look at what they actually do and how it works. And finally, my final thoughts. So let's get bloody into it. Now then, social media following. We can see on Twitter that they have actually 14,800 followers. After being around for only 5 months, that's actually quite a considerable amount, so well done to them. They also seem to be pretty active in what they're doing and what they're about, so good for them. They do post their Discord account on here. It doesn't state exactly how many members they have. However, there is a tiny bit of activity. And by relatively active, I mean that the team are not actually actively responding to people questioning on this platform. There were certain important questions I had to clarify certain things with liquid staking that were actually answered by people completely unrelated to the team, and team members like Summer said hi, how are you, and then simply didn't respond. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Not only this, another massive red flag on their social media following is their Stride support. They don't actually have another group, it's just simply called Stride support. However, look what they're trying to do: promote random airdrops, asking you to connect your wallet to a random website. What's more crazy is I asked a public question on the Stride Discord. They copied this question, pasted it in the group, pretending to be somebody else, and then answered it within the group to create a fake discourse. This is of course a massive red flag for me. Stride team not actively responding to messages, and they are also not actively stopping these scam groups on Telegram. Disappointing to say the least, but not all optimism is lost yet. Let's have a look at their airdrop details. So firstly then, who eligible, bro? Well, the people that are eligible for this are Atom stakers, minimum 10, Osmo stakers, minimum 85. We can see that Atom stakers get the lion's share of 2.2 million, Osmo 1 million, and Juno a little bit less. Now, they also reserve some tokens for subsequent airdrops, which I'm sure we'll find out about later. The next question: when bloody snapshot, bro? Well, boys and girls, the snapshot was taken on August the 14th, a couple of months back, so let's hope you were staking during that tumultuous time. And the final question we all want to know: when the bloody airdrop, bro? Well, this is still to be announced, so let's watch this bloody space. Alright, moving forward then, Tokenomics. Now, for reference, they have a maximum supply of 100 million, and the token is known as Strike. We can also see from this colourful graph how the tokens will be distributed. Okay, let's start with Community and Strategic Reserve. In total, these are 10.91%. Now, these are used for something quite logical. It's used for developers, it's used for marketing, and it's used for general growth of the Strike platform. Next, community incentives. This is generally going to be for the liquidity pools, whereby if you stake in the ST Atom pool, you will receive rewards through the medium of Stride token. Generally, they need to keep doing this to incentivize people using the actual pools. We'll get into that in a moment when I show you how to do it. Next, we have community growth, a much smaller amount at 3.6%. This also seems to add to the strategic reserve a little bit, whereas the DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization, these are people that hold the Stride tokens. They'll be able to vote for community events, pay ambassadors and whatnot to help the project go forward. Next, we have a whopping 24.2% for the development team. This is by no means a small amount, and is released 1 year after launch, at which point it's done linearly over 2 years. So actually the time period in which the core team should have some investment in the platform is only about 2 years, which is very short if you compare it to Juno, which is about 8 to 10. And even though they don't receive any in the first year, when it starts coming out in the second, these are going to be massive amounts. And as you can imagine, if you have the same investment, but loads of new tokens coming out at the same time, the value will decrease dramatically. So they must be expecting a very, very large uptake on this platform for it to survive. Next, of course, we have staking rewards, which are much lower than the dev team's rewards. Very self-explanatory though. You stake your Stride token, you will receive more Stride token over time. Then of course the community airdrop, which is only 6.3% of the total amount, but just enough for people to see what the platform's about. I'm never going to say no to a bloody airdrop. And then we have their initial financiers, the partners, VCs that obviously invest in the project and want the project to grow in value, and if it does well, make a few profits. Just be aware that if these are distributed after the first year, there will be a massive influx in supply. However, if this organization does really well and the demand meets the supply, it will not affect the token price too much. Finally, one thing that I really like is the initial security budget. It's good for them to be audited. However, they have been audited by Certic, which is getting a lot of flack recently, so I do hope in the long run they're using more auditors to really ratify the code and make sure it's solid. It's great having a first mover advantage for liquid staking, but it needs to be done well, if not flawlessly. Alright, moving forward then, what do they actually do and how does it work? So this is their website, stride.zone. Have a look through it if you have time. I'll post a link down below. So what they're essentially saying is you're going to be able to stake your Atom token, and it's a little bit different to what you do when you normally stake. So you're not only going to get rewards from your staking, you're going to get something called ST Atom. And with ST Atom, you're also going to be able to put that in a liquidity pool to gain Stride tokens. So not only are you going to be able to get the return on your staking, you're also going to be able to get Stride tokens from liquidity pools. It's quite a cool and interesting concept, and they have the first mover advantage. So let's have a look how we do this. So I'm going to take the risk for you, and I'm going to connect my bloody wallet, aren't I? We can see the APY of Atom, connecting wallet, connecting Kepler, transfer, approve. All right, we're in. We can see I got 24 atom here, and there's no bloody way I'm giving them all of that. Just doing a little test run for you. All right, so me being the cheapskate I am, we're going to whip in 2 atom, and you can see that'll give us 1.99 ST atom. Now, after a lot of reading and answering random people random questions because the team don't answer, it is now my understanding that ST atom over time will increase in value against atom. So maybe 6 months down the line, for 2 atom, you will get 1.6 ST atom. And it just increases in value against atom at this rate here. So when you go to redeem your 2 atom, you will be able to benefit from this APY rate from the ST atom. This, however, remains unmoved. So I'm clicking liquid stake. Bang. Start staking. What? 8 pence? I'm going low. Forever a cheapskate. Welcome to the life of Cryptoconsh. Actually, to be fair, it is taking quite a bit of time. Oh, there's another thing I need to approve. Gonna risk it. So the atom's been transferred to Stride. I've approved staking in the wallet. All right, so I should have my ST atom now. So that's done. My 2 atoms are secured. And actually what we can see here is Stride are actually taking a fee from these staking rewards. I wondered how they will get their profitability. So here there's a 10% fee on rewards you own. Now to unbond, it does take 21 to 24 days. However, you can simply sell your ST atom on osmosis when it actually becomes available. So what can I do with my ST atom? So now what I need to do is add assets. So I've clicked on assets. I'm going to search for ST atom and I'm going to add that. I'm clicking approve. I'm choosing my almost 2 atom. 3-minute wait time to deposit apparently. Approving transaction. Also, I forgot I need to deposit atom as well. I'm going to do that. 2 atom in there. Low because I'm a cheapskate. And there we are. Now what I need to do is put it in a pool. So I'm going to find the pool. As we can see, the pool's doing really well. It has nearly $7 million in assets. And we can see that incentives are being actively distributed. At the moment, there's this many remaining over 14 days, and there's no doubt this will be topped up over time to maintain the pools. So to achieve these rewards, I have to go in the 14-day pool. So firstly, I'm going to add liquidity. I'm going to put my 2 atom in there. I'm going to put my 2 ST atom in there and click add. Now I click on start earning. Got to go for the 14-day right now, so you qualify for rewards. Click max. Next. Everything costs bloody money, doesn't it? And there we go. Transaction successful. So there's my liquidity. And we know from this pool that I'll be getting rewards in Stride token. All right, so that's how it works. Fairly complex, but fairly interesting. And a really cool innovation in general on the Cosmos. As we know, there are many other organizations like Quicksilver that are also trying to do liquid staking. However, they've recently been delayed. But maybe that's for the best. They, however, have a massive airdrop of around 50% of their total tokens. Now then, final thoughts. I do indeed think liquid staking has some promise. The cool thing about liquid staking is once you've staked your assets, you're going to be able to play with the other token in a different way and earn from that other token as well. In this case, we did Atom, we got ST Atom, and we were able to put that in liquidity pools and earn Stride from that. So cool conceptually, loads of firms are getting into it. Cosmos arguably is a bit behind in comparison to other platforms, but still, we move forward, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm really happy that they're innovating on the Cosmos, and good for them having the first mover advantage. However, from my personal experience, the white paper and their documentation was not nearly robust enough. It has very little procedural details about the process, and when I asked the team for help and had extra questions, after stating, please ask your questions and I will answer the best I can, they simply did not respond. Not only this, seeing these active scam groups not being dealt with makes me feel very uncomfortable and unconfident. So yeah, they've still a long way to go before they gain my trust. I'm always one to engage in community feedback, so if I have a look at the Reddit posts about this, we can also see that the community prefers Quicksilver at the moment. The reasons for this are the fees for Quicksilver are 5% instead of 10% for Stride. They think Quicksilver is actually using better auditors because Certic has come into disrepute over time, and also the Quicksilver airdrop, as I mentioned before, is 50% as opposed to the 6% with Stride. Some people have actually defended Certic though, and some people are just pleased to be able to qualify for an airdrop. I know that I always am. If it's free, give it to bloody me. Now, while they have the initial first mover advantage, only time will tell which one, Stride, Quicksilver or Rebus, will take the helm for liquid staking on the Cosmos. Either way, as I always say, competition is absolutely fantastic. It increases service quality, lowers fees, and generally gives us a better product. That's not to say they can't all coexist together as well. So yeah, in general, I'm really positive about these advancements on the Cosmos. Liquid staking is incredibly useful and it's a way for us to earn more returns on our investments. However, are Stride the ones to do it? Let's watch this bloody space. I'm very interested to hear what you think about Stride, whether you think it has what it takes, or if you think the competition will take over. Ultimately, I'm still in the middle and I think there's a lot of issues they need to resolve first. But yeah, that's it from me, James of Cryptoconsh. Hope you all have a good day and I'll see you again.